morning and welcome to my first installment of my Right Now life. This is a video segment that Snow, Trisha, and I are going to do on our own occasionally and just kind of give you a little peek into what our lives look like right in the middle of everything, and not when we're in a studio trying to talk about topics and things like that. So I am on my way to work. It is 7:28 in the morning on a Friday, so I have that Friday energy going on, which is like, yeah, I'm going to be really productive today because it's the weekend. So what's really on my heart right now this morning has been for the last couple of days. It's kind of a thought that comes and goes, but I'm really trying to wrestle it out right now. So I have a job, I have a career, and right now I am the Chief Operating Officer, also the Chief Financial Officer for a distribution business. And we do anywhere from $7 to $10 million a year, just to give you people out there who are in the executive realm some idea of where I'm at, what I'm talking about. So I have some key hires to make, and in the meantime, until I get those people hired and trained, I am the one picking up almost all of that slack. So what I'm wrestling with right now before the Lord is, you know, all of my time, resources, energy, and passion are being poured into this job. But I have 3 kids, I have a grandbaby on the way, I have a hubby who likes a little bit of my attention every now and again, not to mention my relationship with the Lord and the purpose that He has in my life right now. So when I jumble that all up together and try to make sense out of it, you know, I struggle a little bit. Like I know that the Lord has called me to this job and this position, actually. He made that really clear. I believe that getting some really key, great people in these new positions will help me out a lot. But in the meantime, I feel like my family, my faith, you know, and lit, you know, get kind of what's left over at the end. And I have that tightness in my chest about that. Like, that's just not how it's supposed to be. In God's kingdom, those things that I feel like are God's purpose for my life should be the things that get the best of me, the best of my time, the most, you know, the freshest ideas, the best energy, the most passion. And right now that's not the case. So, so I just am spending a lot of time thinking about it and wrestling it around and praying about it and making a plan the best I can. Like I said, I feel like if I could hire some really great people in some very key positions, then see what that looks like, you know. Does that allow me to shift my focus? And you know, there's the whole work ethic before the Lord thing. Like, should my focus be shifted? You know, these people that own this company are just amazing people. They're great to work with and for. Honestly, love them, have a huge heart for them. And you know, I get a paycheck at the end of every week, and so that deserves a lot of my time and attention, and to work with a standard of excellence. So I can't sit here and say like my whole goal is to make my job my secondary concern that doesn't get the best of me either. So there you have it. And that's what I'm wrestling out. And I hope you're not disappointed in the fact that I don't have an answer to that question. I just get up every morning and I talk to God on my way to work, and I try really hard to remember that ministry is always about who the Lord has put in front of me today. Today that might be one of my bosses, it might be one of the people who works for me, it might be a vendor, it might be a supplier, it might be the guy who sits on our stoop out front to eat his lunch, who will be sleeping in a bush tonight. Our office is in a place where there's a lot of homeless people, a lot of addiction. So I just try to keep that in the forefront of my mind, and some days I totally lose focus of that, and I get super stressed out about the job itself and the anxiety and That's another good point I just want to make. For me, my level of anxiety is a really great indicator of where I'm at in my relationship with the Lord. I know from Isaiah 26:3 says that if I keep my trust in the Lord, then He will keep my heart in perfect peace. And so if I remember to keep the Lord the focus of what I'm doing, no matter where I am, then I will have peace, and I will not have anxiety about, to the level where it's disrupting my life, that kind of thing. And I know the Apostle Paul says that he got to a point where he learned to be content in all circumstances, no matter what those circumstances are. So those are the things that I'm wrestling out right now. Thank you for listening to my first attempt at my Right Now life. And I hope you have a great day, great weekend. God bless you. Love you so much, guys. Bye.